Shiva Keshavan was just 16 when he qualified for his first Winter Games at the 1998 Games in Nagano, Japan. He also became the youngest luger to qualify for the Winter Olympics at the time. While he retired in 2018, Shiva has enjoyed the ride and given a chance would do it all over again. In a special chat with NNIS Sports, he said, "Well, it is definitely very difficult when you don't have a guru, when you don't have a role model to follow. But I've always been an adventurer, so I always like to find my own way." Almost all other Indian Winter Olympians have competed in ski-based sports, but Shiva Keshavan introduced Luge, a completely different sport, to the country's winter sports fans. He has gone on to compete in 5 more Winter Olympics since then, making him the most decorated Winter Olympian in Indian history.
Well, it was a wonderful journey. I mean, I could do it all again if I could. I think there's no better, honor than to represent your country, your flag, your people. I've connected with so many people all over the country, and I feel really incredible and blessed. And now I hope to continue to contribute as for the next generation to come up, and being here to support the ice hockey team that is making history. It's fantastic. Land of cricket. It's a land of many sports. I'm sure there are areas where you can't play cricket. There are areas where you play other sports. So to each his own. I've never been a big cricket fan myself. I never really watch cricket, but I love winter sports. I love ice hockey. It's a very fast game, so I wouldn't know how to create comparisons for you. But for those who want to watch ice hockey, it's something that hockey is kind of a national game in India, and ice hockey is a faster version of it. So I think since we have so much history of hockey and it's in our DNA in a way, we have I believe 8 Olympic gold medals in field hockey in India. So I think it's in our genes, So I think we have a good potential in ice hockey.
Boat is offering 67% discount on their Rockers 410 Bluetooth headphone to our viewers. Wear your attitude in style for just 999 rupees. Use the link in the description to claim the offer.
I played all sports in my childhood. I think, if you start playing sports early, somebody who's athletic will be good in various sports. And then I just got lucky that I got picked up by a talent scout in Luge, and that became kind of my career. But I feel like it could have been anything, so you always have to be ready for the opportunity.
Shiva Keshavan admitted it was difficult chasing a sport which was not popular in India. Besides, he had no mentor either.
It is definitely very difficult when you don't have a guru, when you don't have a role model to follow. I've always been an adventurer, so I always like to find my own way. Even when I used to go trekking in the mountains, I used to find my preferred path, and that's how it's been in life. So it has its own challenges, but has its own satisfactions as well. And hopefully now I can help to make the way for the next generation.
From 1984 to 2022, from Jeremy Bujakovsky to Keshavan and then Mohammad Arif Khan, there has been transition but possibly not enough.
I've seen not so much change. I've seen it's always been an individual effort. It's always been an effort from passion of people who believed that they could reach somewhere. Now I think it needs to change. Now I think there needs to be more involvement from government, from institutions, from corporates, because there's something so unique. There has to be a value to it, and I think this is the time where things will start to change.
Regarding his own future after retiring in 2018 and upcoming talent, Shiva Keshavan sounded optimistic.
Yes, I've spotted a lot of young talents, specifically in this year's Khelo India Winter Games, as it was a fantastic event, about 2,500 young athletes over there. I've seen, in skiing, in snowboarding, in cross-country skiing, in ice hockey, in ice skating. So there's a lot to look out for. Next is now to support the ecosystem. I want to create a movement for sports in India, because sports really has a lot to grow. Not just winter sports, summer sports. There's so many different sports that we can start to pick up, and I think we're just at the tip of the iceberg of the potential of our country. And if we want to see our country host the Olympic Games, host other international events, I want to see our country's flag fly high at such events, and the journey has just begun.